Like, bro, I got so many crazy stories to tell y'all, right? Like, this shit just be crazy, dog. Like, I got this video right here, right? So, like, let me tell y'all about this shit real quick, right? So, this is me and my homeboys, right? I already talked about, right? This guy right here, obviously, you can see that he looks a lot older than us and stuff like that, right? So, this guy right here is my boy. This is my dog. Let me turn my camera on for this, right? So, I'm gonna speak about it. I hope he don't get mad about me speaking about this shit because this happened so long ago, right? And I'm not even gonna say no names, so motherfuckers might not even be able to point them out, right? But if I post this on Facebook, I don't know. I don't know. But what made me and his relationship so cold, right? Back in the day when I was in high school and shit like that, right? Remember I told y'all I was the class of 2010, so I was in high school from 2006 to 2010, right? Me and him, we bump heads with each other. He was a security guard. I ain't gonna say his name and nothing like that, but if I share this on Facebook, motherfuckers don't know who he is though. But he was a security guard of my high school and stuff like that or whatever, right? So you know what a security guard is, right? He's patrolling the hallways, making sure motherfuckers get to class and all that old shit, blah blah blah. Y'all know how that shit go, right? So what made me and his relationship so cool, right? We bump heads with each other. We get to chopping it up and stuff like that or whatever. And you know, he knows what I'm on, and I figure out what he on and shit like that or whatever, right? So once we kind of figure out each other and stuff like that, and understand what each other is on and stuff or whatever the case may be, man, bro, we made some motherfucking money out our motherfucking high school, bro. Can I hit the button real quick, bro? Real talk, right? He used to put me on licks, or I used to put him on licks, right? Where, and I'm just gonna tell one story, but y'all can use your imagination out of all the other dozen stories and stuff like that, right? It was this one situation, right, where I had told him about a little lick or something like that. I'm like, look, check this out, right? It's this one teacher that after I leave her class, she goes on her lunch break. There's nobody in that class. She got all these little MacBook minis. Like, you remember the little MacBook minis, the little square little joints? My school used to be full of them bitches, right? Had all the little MacBook minis and stuff like that, right? I tell them, like, there's nobody in her class after I leave the class, right? I can easily put something in the door. This is literally what I'm telling. This is, bro, you got to realize how smart I was thinking. Even though I was using it for criminal activity, how smart I was thinking back then, right? I told him, like, I can easily put something in the door for when she closed the door. It's not gonna close all the way, but she gonna think that it closed all the way. I can go in there and get all those MacBooks and stuff like that, and then we can make a couple dollars real quick. I just need you to have my back and like watch out and shit like that and make sure, because my school had multiple security guards, had on duty police officers and stuff like that walking to school and stuff like that. So that's why I needed him to have my back. You feel what I'm saying? So I ran it through him and stuff like that. You know, at first, you know, he kind of skeptical and stuff like that because you gotta realize he's working a job. Me, I'm just a student. The worst thing that's gonna happen to me is I get suspended for like a week or two. He's gonna lose his job and lose his livelihood and stuff like that. You know, he got mouths to feed and shit like that. So I can understand why he's a little skeptical or whatever the case may be, right? But eventually, you know, motherfuckers like, ooh, and stuff like that. All right, let's do that shit, right? So I told him, like, look, after this period right here, I need you to be down here. This wasn't even the hallway or whatever that he patrolled. He patrolled the hallway way over there, but I was like, I need you to be over here. For I need you to have my back. So if anybody comes, like another security guard or the police officer, because they always walking around the building. You gotta realize, my school, right? Motherfuckers bringing guns, motherfuckers doing all that shit, right? Like, even though this is back in, you know, I think when we did this shit, this was like 2007. But even though back in 2000, bro, motherfuckers still doing that shit. Like, what the kids is doing nowadays, that they think they doing something slick and stuff like that, in 2026, we was doing that shit way back in 2006, 2007. Like, y'all ain't doing nothing special. Nothing at all. You feel me? So, I told his ass, like, man, just to stand right here, man, and I got the rest, right? So, I'm in class that day, right? She doing her little speech or whatever the case may be. Bell finally rings and stuff like that. We all leave up out of there. As we leaving up out of there, I know how doors work. This is crazy that I know this type of You know what the crazy thing is about me, bro? I be knowing shit that I shouldn't know, but y'all can outspell me. That's the crazy thing about certain shit about me, bro. I just be sitting back and like, damn, I can't spell that word, but you can spell that word. I can't pronunciate that word, but you can pronunciate that word. But I know how to do this though. And this right here is a thought that would never come across your head, right? It's crazy like that sometimes, right? But anyway, so I'm in the class, right? Bell rings and stuff like that. We all walking about it and stuff like that or whatever, right? I knew that if I was to put a piece of paper and wet it up and make sure it's compact in there, right? That the door would close. And when it closed, it would give her the sensation that it locked. Because she would hear that little click. But it wouldn't close all the way where if a motherfucker came through and just, it'll open right up, right? I knew that. So I got a little piece of paper and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? A couple little, writing paper and stuff like that. I wet it up and stuff like that or whatever the case may be. I put it in my mouth, wet it up and stuff like that. No diddy. Hey, no diddy, right? I put it in the door and stuff like that, stuff it up, right? I go to the end of the hallway. I watch her. She closed the door and she lock it. And she walk off. So I'm like, okay, it worked. All I gotta hope is I put enough paper in the door that when I come through and hit that bitch, it's gonna open. I gotta hope that, right? So I called my mans up, right? I called my security guard boy up, right? I ain't gonna say his name. But I called him up, right? And I'm like, hey bro, I'm here, bro. She just left. Where you at? He like, I'm coming right now. Hold on a second. I had to go to the cafeteria real quick. So he comes like 5 minutes later, whatever the case may be. I'm like, bro, I just need you to watch my back, make sure ain't nobody come down here, but I got this, right? He's like, I got you. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. So I go to the door, and I'm hoping, like, when I hit this bitch gonna open. I instantly hit that bitch, right? Door opens right up. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker really opened up. So once I get into the goddamn into the room and shit like that or whatever, right? I had all the tools and stuff like that I needed because those little MacBook minis or whatever, right? They had the little safe lock, cap lock bullshit or whatever. Basically, have you ever seen like a basic ass bike lock? Not the chain bike lock, but the bike lock that has like the little plastic around it or whatever. That basic ass shit, right? Where it's pretty much a whole bunch of metal wires or whatever put together and stuff like that to make a rope or whatever. That's pretty much what it was locked up with. But it was like small as hell though. It was like tiny like that, right? I had the, the lock tool and stuff like that to crack all them bitches open. So once I get access into the room and stuff, she had about, in that classroom, it was, I think it was like 8 of them bitches. So I instantly crack all 8 of them bitches. I don't want the monitor. I don't want none of that shit. I just want the little Mac Minis. And if you know what I'm talking about, let me show you what a Mac Mini was. I know some of y'all, I got to paint a picture for y'all can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Like, bro, this is why I always say, bro, I've been on some shit that y'all was never on. But let me show y'all what a Mac Mini was. Mac Mini. Let me show you what a Mac Mini was. Mac Mini 2006, right? Let me show you what a Mac Mini was. I just put 2007 just to put it in 2007, but it's pretty much the same model, right? So this is what it is right here, right? This is it right here, right? It was these little bitches right here. These little bitches right here. And you got to realize, right? So with the Mac Mini, you had the power, you had the Ethernet, you had the little FireWire, and this right here was the security slot. That's where the little metal whatever prong or whatever wire, like bike tire wire or whatever, was connected to it for, nobody could take it or whatever. But if you got the right vice grips or whatever to chop it off, and it wasn't nothing hard, you could just chop it off. You know what I'm saying? You could just chop it off. It was nothing crazy. So once I got access to the room and shit, right? I chopped that bitch off. So boom, I chopped the bitch off or whatever, right? And she had about, in that classroom, it was about 8 or 10 of them bitches. So I chop off all 8 of them bitches. I'm not worried about the monitors. I'm not worried about the mouse. I'm not worried about the keyboard. I just want the Mac Mini. Because at that particular time, how much was these bitches going for? Let me see how much these bitches was going for back then. Mac Minis. How much were these bitches going for? Because I want y'all to get a full understanding of how much this shit was. So back then, hold on. Back then, let me do this. Price. Skippy, what's going on with you, man? What's going on with you, Skippy? How much were these bitches going for back then? Let me see. Price. What is this? Block that shit. So back then, right, you had two models. You had a 1.83 gigahertz model that was going for $600, and then you had a 2.0 gigahertz model that was going for $800. So I don't know. I'm just assuming since it was a school, they probably had the 1.8 model. I'm just assuming, right? So let's just say hypothetically, right? They had the $600 model, whatever, right? I had 8 of those bitches in my possession. Once I do that and I put them all in my book bag and shit like that or whatever, I show him, right? I'm like, look, I got him. He like, bro, you gotta go home. I'm like, you don't think that I don't know that? I'm up out of here. Fuck school today. I went home, bro. And I know a lot of y'all gonna sit there and be like, well, you got the computer and stuff like that, but I'm sure the computers had password and stuff like that. How did you do that? Bro, if I was to tell you all the stories and how advanced that I was thinking back then when it came to MacBooks, you gotta realize something, right? Back then, Apple and MacBooks and stuff like that, they didn't have the type of security system that they had today. All you had to do was hook that up to a computer, have a iTunes account already open and stuff like that, and know how to backdoor. When I say backdoor, do certain button prompts on the keyboard. So like, let's just say hypothetically, right? You hit like Control Alt or whatever. You can bypass all that shit to get into there. It's not like how it is today where everything is tied in to your Apple ID and blah, blah, blah. We're talking about 2006, 2007. We're not talking about 2015, 2016, how everything is, locked up to your face or your fingerprint. This is 2007 that we're talking about. So I knew the information, and then plus YouTube was already a thing. So I'm on YouTube. I'm getting the information of how to, if you forgot your password, press these buttons on the keyboard and you can bypass your password and you can reset it. I was able to reset all 8 of those bitches. I was able to reset them bitches. And once I reset them and shit like that, I told them already, right? I'm like, look, check this out, right? You looked out for me and stuff like that. Let me hold down 4 and you hold down 4. And basically, at the end of the day, we kind of did the whole same thing and stuff like that. I don't want to give up too much information, but we pretty much did the whole little same thing and stuff like that. We went to, a pawn shop or whatever. We went to multiple different pawn shops and stuff like that. Pawn this one off here, pawn this one here. We went to like 8 different pawn shops to pawn off all 8 of them and stuff like that to get the money. And no, I take that back. We pawned off 6 of them bitches. He wanted to keep 2 of them bitches. I take that back. He wanted to keep 2 of them bitches. So we pawned off 6 of them bitches, split the money like that, and I gave him 2 of them bitches. So of course he got more than what I got, but I mean it was all love though. But bro, I used to get that school for any and everything, bro. Like I was on some thieving ass shit at that time, bro. Like I didn't give a fuck, bro. Like I'll see a lick and I'll think about it and be like, bro, this right here can happen. This right here can fucking happen. And when I run it towards a motherfucker, you gotta realize something. I'm running it towards a motherfucker that's, this is his livelihood. This is his job and shit. But the scheme sounds so good, he can't not resist not to do this shit. And I'm only at that time, what 2006, 2007, I'm like 15 years old? And I'm coming up with this type of mindset at 15? I told y'all, bro, I was a different type of individual back then, bro. I was a different type of individual, bro. Coming up with this type of shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers was making money off that shit, bro. We made a nice little bag off that shit. And the reason why I told y'all that story, I wanted to tell y'all that story before I play this video. Because now when I play this video, it's going to make more sense to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make way more sense to y'all once I play this video now. Now, look, check this out. Now I'm going to play this video because after I done told y'all the story and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? He came to my crib and shit like that. We did this video at my crib and shit back in 2021, I want to say. After a long time, you know what I'm saying? You know how it be, man. Like, you gotta realize, right? Like, I'm way younger than him. Like, at this particular time, I was in high school and he was working a security job. So the age difference was big. So, of course, you know, we really don't got the, you know, the same type of, you know, common camaraderie or whatever. But over the years, though, we always, you know, stayed in tune with each other and stuff like that. One thing I will say about bro, let me say this about bro real quick. Let me say this about him real quick, right? When I first got on to iRacing and I had that T300 wheel, he's the one that bought me that T300 wheel. Because he had already had one. And he let me get that T300 wheel before I can get on to iRacing and stuff like that. So for y'all like Skippy and stuff like that know me, when I first got on to iRacing, I had a T300 wheel before I got the Moser wheel. He's the reason why I got that wheel. He's the reason. Because we got back in tune with each other and stuff like that and started kicking again. You know, of course, now I'm older and stuff like that. So now, you know, the things that he likes is the things that I like. You know, we're older now. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit transpired, though. But check this out, though. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Just built his face in.
Bro, that's not that right there reminds me of back in the day with even with what's his name, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, Sammy changed up too. He pink.
Yeah.
On the game.
Yeah, looking like raw meat.
I know Richie.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they putting their guards up and shit the whole time.
Come on, man.
Your hands out.
Let me see when we start talking about that shit.
They made the playoffs.
It's gonna.
Let me see when we start talking about that shit.
Kobe is
That's
buckets. He's still.
They did that. Cause I'm sorry, man. Rondo, hey. Ooh.
Fuck everybody else. The whole sky.
With Derek having 4.
Him and Steph Curry, though, that'd be a decent ass match.
Hey, look, they can't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
get somebody to go.
All layups and stuff. Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
8. Cause that's when I got my first PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? My older brothers and all them, they had stuff like that. You know?
Talk about it. Clutch.
No.
ESPN don't talk about it.
No. They're not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna talk about it, man. Like, bro, I got a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, bro. I got a whole bunch of videos. Hey, you good? Let's switch topics real quick, man, and talk about gaming real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure all of us up in here, we all gamers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Man. But I must say though, out of all the game systems will ever be solidified in my life, the camera. Oh, look. Much hours into. Look. Even back then, bro, I say the same thing. PlayStation 3. You funny. That shit, bro. I stopped from Nintendo and stuff like that, but you know, I've been a big gamer, man, for the longest though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been playing games for the longest. I took a hiatus, but I always somewhat play the game, even if it's just on the phone or something like that. I still play the game though. You know what I'm saying? But you funny as hell. When did we start talking about that shit? Ooh, what was it called? Stage View. Stage View. Oh, that's when I told him about the lick that you could do on PlayStation and shit, bro. Me and bro ass, it's crazy, bro. Like the age difference, bro. But we locked in with each other, bro. Like I be trying to tell motherfuckers, bro. Like at a young age, bro, I was way advanced. I was so advanced, even when I was a youngin'. When I was a jit, I was way advanced, bro. Like all I wanted to do back then, bro, was have some money in my pocket and fuck bitches. That's all I wanted to do. Kind of like what I want to do to this day. It's just have some money in my pocket and fuck bitches, bro. Like, I don't want to be no gangbanger. I ain't trying to be no tough guy. I'm not trying to impress no guys. I just want to have some money in my pocket and be around some women, bro. That's all I want to do, bro. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. I'm cool, man. I'm chilling. Sister.
It was transferring files that, like I said, if you wanted to store it, somebody was like, hey, man, let me get that movie tonight. We'll get the flash drive, put it on the flash drive. It was like I was running my own Blockbuster out the crib.
Come on, man.
Or if we wasn't doing that, we'd take it, put it on the flash drive, and then throw it on the laptop and burn it.
Mm-hmm. And you see how he talking, like that's why he fuck with me, because like back then, that's how I was talking back then when I was 15 years old. You gotta realize something. When I met him, I was 15. And I was talking that real greasy ass, high class ass shit, like, bro, look, woo, you can do this, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and bro right here, bro, this is an individual that I played the game with all the time. Remember I tell y'all those stories about, you know, I played a lot of SOCOM and stuff like that. I played SOCOM with him every night. Remember I told y'all that story that, you know, back in 2008, you know, I went to the midnight release and stuff like that. And, you know, I had my mans pick me up and shit like that. It was him. It was him. Like, we were some big ass gamers. It's just that I was in high school and he was a security guard, but we were some big ass gamers. We had a lot of things in common with each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we locked in with each other. Like, that was my dog right there. And that's still my dog to this day. And that's why I'm glad that we made this video. You know what I'm saying? Back in, when was this? Back in 2021, we made this video and shit like that. Cause that was like kind of like the first time that me and him had kind of locked eyes with each other since like, you know, 2008, 2009. So, you know, down there a decade that went past since the last time that we didn't lock in tune with each other and shit. You know how it be, man. Motherfuckers, you know, age difference. Motherfuckers got their own little thing. I'm doing my own little thing and stuff like that. But it's still all love, though, when we see each other, though. So when I told him, like, hey, bro, I want to do a little podcast, woo-woo and shit like that, he instantly like, bro, I'm finna come over there. Come on through. He came over, man, you know what I'm saying? And we did our thing, bro. And that shit was dope, bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro was calling me. He put me up to one link. He was like, man, you know what's this?
Ooh, what was it called? Stage View.
Yeah.
Stage View.
Giving you movies in clear. They like you at the movie.
Yup.
This is a crossover wave of, you know, like who got the coldest bootleg. You know
Yup.
what I'm saying?
And then what he talking about right there, I put him on to that shit. Stage View was an internet site that you can go on the PlayStation 3, right? This is why I speak so highly about the PlayStation 3 all the time, and y'all just don't be understanding this shit. Stage View was a web browser that you can go to on the PlayStation 3, and they will have full-length movies on there. And they will be bootlegs, but they'll be crystal clear ass bootlegs. Not no motherfucker in the movie theater with a webcam trying to record that shit, or with a, you know what I'm saying? Not that shit. Like, no, it's just ripped off of a DVD, put onto the internet. It was pretty much like what motherfuckers was doing on, you know, those torrent websites like, you know, LimeWire or Morpheus and shit like that. But you didn't have to go to those websites and deal with that peer websites. You didn't have to deal with that shit. It was a website that, you know, made sure that it wasn't no virus and nothing like that. You just go to it. And you could go to it on your PlayStation 3, download the movie. Now, it'll take a while to download the movie. It'll take about 2 hours to download the movie, but what is 2 hours to download a movie that came out in movie theaters? Well, not movie theaters, but came out on DVD 2 weeks ago. What's 2 hours of downloading? You know what I'm saying? What is that? You gotta realize, this is 2009. This ain't 2026 where download speeds are fast and shit. This is 2009. What is 2 hours of waiting for a movie to download, you know what I'm saying, that came out 2 weeks ago on DVD or on Blu-ray or something like that? I put them on to that shit. Like, this is the type of mindset that I had back when I was a teenager, bro. Like, I always been an innovator, bro. I always been a motherfucker that been thinking outside of the box. Like I said, bro, and I feel so much more comfortable saying this shit now because now I look at my past and stuff like that, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I wasn't the smartest motherfucker in school. I wasn't passing with high grades and stuff like that. I was barely passing. I can barely spell. I stutter over my words sometimes. But I swear to God, though, when it comes to brainstorming and figure out some shit or thinking outside of the box or being a motherfucker that's an innovator or something like that, or being a motherfucker that's going to sit there and utilize the shit that, bro, I can do that. I can do that. Like, that's my high class right there, for real.
Damn, niggas got shit going from
Like, stop it, bro.
Blockbuster, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, bro, if I get something like that, man, let me just get a system like that, you know, that's gonna run something.
Man.
So I told him, and he had put me on. I was like, well, look, I got something even better. My Pete put a program on my burner. I can go in the Blockbuster. I told him I was going in the Blockbuster. I said, man, you can grab whatever movie you want, and I can download the Blockbuster, and it basically play just like the Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Bootlegging.
And that's what I loved about him. Like, he's been the same type of individual. Like, yeah, he got a job and shit like that, but You know what I'm saying? He about that paper, man. Like, if we can think of a lick or something like that, we was on that shit. And one thing I wish, and like I said, I don't change the past for nothing, because the past is what the past is. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I kind of wish, I would have kept them in tune a lot more with a lot more things that I was doing and shit like that. Because there's a couple more licks that I could have put them on to that we could have made some money. Like, you got to realize something, bro. And I got the video footage to show y'all this. Bro, I was in high school, bro. I was in what was I in? I was in fucking what? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I was a sophomore, 2007, with a 2008 Toyota Camry. Like 2008, fresh off the lot. Like, yeah, it ain't the most expensive car in the world, but you talk about a sophomore, you know, motherfucker that's 15, 16 years old, they got, you know, saying a $35,000 car, fully paid off and shit like that. Like I'm chilling. Like, I was making that much money back then. So that's why I never want motherfuckers to confuse. Like, when I share shit on Facebook, because I'm going to end up sharing this on my Facebook. When I share shit on Facebook and shit like that, and I'll be like, oh, I done made this money. But I've been doing that shit. Back when I was in high school, bro, like, it's been broke days and shit like that. It's been, but once I got onto certain things and shit like that, bro, back in high school, bro, I was making $20,000. I had $20,000 in my pocket. I had $30,000 in my pocket. Shout out to my boy Dominique. Like, Dominique will tell you, he been around me a whole bunch of times when I done made some money. I done been around him a whole bunch of times when he done made some money. We used to always go out and ball out and shit like that and stuff like that. Like, that was my dog right there. You feel me? Like motherfucker was making bread back then. And you talking about back in 2007. Motherfucker got $30,000. Buy it on a car real quick. Spend it cash and shit like that. Like, man, watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Like, I don't like showing off, man, but sometimes you gotta pop it for a motherfucker. Sometimes, hey, just like what my boy said, right? Just like what my boy said and shit. Hey, sometimes you gotta pop out and show a nigga. Man, look, bro. Back then, bro, motherfuckers didn't even know what I had going on, man. I was fucking the streets up. And I wasn't selling no drugs. I wasn't doing none of that weird ass shit, bro. I was just making money, bro. I was just making money other type of ways and shit like that. Like, check this out right quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Where this video at? Show y'all something real quick. I'm gonna show you how I was doing back in 2007. Me and my boy Dominique and shit like that. Like, bro, we was making money back then, bro. Like, we making big plays. You know, $2,000 play right here, $5,000 play right here, $7,000 play right here. You know, $1,500 play right here, $800 play right here. Like, yeah, that sounds like little money in today's society, 2026. But back then, though, that shit adds up, especially when you ain't really spending it on nothing. I'm still at the crib and shit. I ain't spending it on shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm looking out for moms and shit. You know, I'm giving her a couple little dollars and shit like that or whatever. But, like, I'm not really spending it on shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chilling. Show y'all this video real quick. Like, this is how I was doing back in 2006, 2007, bro. I got that motherfucking Toyota Camry. And the only reason why I got that Toyota Camry, because I had enough money to buy that car brand new right off the lot. Now, easily, yeah, I could have bought something else, but you got to realize something, right? 2007, I was about, what was I? I was 2007, I think I was like 16 at that time. I was failing high school, so I didn't have my permit yet. I didn't have my driver's license, aka permit. I didn't have that yet. So it wasn't like I can go to a lot with a driver's license and you know, I didn't have no credit, none. Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't lease a car. I had to buy a car out cash, because anybody that knows anything, right? If you want to lease a car, they want to see driver's license. But if you're going to buy a car out with cash, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about no driver's license, nothing like that. I didn't get my driver's license until I turned 18. And once I turned 18, that was when I was already out of high school, because I was failing all my years. All my years in high school, I was failing. So I didn't have no driver's license. I didn't get my driver's license until I was 18. And had already graduated from high school a month prior, because I graduated May, you know what I'm saying, in 2010. And then once I graduated a month later, you know what I'm saying, I turned 18 and stuff like that. And that's when I got my driver's license, because I was failing the whole time. Cause I didn't go to class. I didn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just walked the halls and shit like that and just, you know what I'm saying, did what I did and stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Blase. That's what I did. But back then though, I was able to buy that car brand new off the lot because it's a Toyota Camry. They only worth like $35,000. I had that money and I bought that bitch off the lot. Back when I was 16 years old, $35,000. Like, bro, y'all gonna make me start telling a lot of stories of how I've been really rocking. Cause I don't be really talking about this shit or whatever, but like, bro, back in the day, bro, man, I was doing a lot of shit, bro. Motherfuckers never even knew about it. The only motherfuckers that knew about it was the motherfuckers that was around me and shit like that, blase, and that was it. Everybody else, they was lost in the limbo. Like, I played stupid like how they played stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it didn't even matter. I ain't give a fuck. But the motherfuckers that was around me and shit like that, they knew what was going on, though. Motherfuckers was really checking the bag back then. And I'm finna find this video real quick before I can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I talk that shit, so I gotta have the proof. Like, one thing about me, I got proof about everything. I got receipt about everything. So I'm gonna show y'all this video for y'all can really see this shit. Here it go, right here. This is 2006, right here. No, 2007. I'll take that back. 2007. This is the video right here. Check this out. I had bought this car cash money. My boy is driving this shit. The reason why my boy is driving, because he had license already, because I was failing and he wasn't failing, so he had license. But this is my shit, though. But it's no knock to him, though, because my boy Dominique, though, he was a get money motherfucker, too, as well. That was my dog right there, man. I wish the relationship with me and Dominique would have went better and shit like that. We kind of, like, fell off and kind of, like, stopped hanging out with each other and shit like that. But this is my boy right here, though. This is my dog right here. Like, me and him was together, like, y'all think the nigga that I'm with right now, my boy Lil Rick and all that, y'all think I was with him a lot? Back then, I was with this motherfucker all the time, though. But here go the video right here, though, of what I had going on back then. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Having twice the fun. Don't play with it, dog. We got twice the gun. When I was young, serving niggas had twice my age. With twice the pay, It's G's, remember? Old niggas, they know they don't want it with us. They don't want it with us. They don't want it with us. Me and my little niggas, so we kicked up dust. Straight gang.
Like, look how old this video is, bro. This video old as shit, dog. This video old as shit, bro. Like, this is 2007, bro. 2007, bro. Like, bro, just imagine, bro. 2007. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ice, man, appreciate you, bro. Reading up, bro. 27 months, man. Appreciate you, gang. But this is 2007 right here, bro. And like, bro, I was just running it up, bro. I'm not selling no drugs. I'm not doing none of that shit. I was just doing a lot of scamming ass shit. I was doing scamming ass shit before scamming ass shit became the thing. Like, little shit like that. Like, I told y'all about the one story about me in school and shit like that, and I took all those MacBooks and shit like that. Like, that's little shit. I got a whole bunch of other stories to tell y'all about that I was doing and shit like that, but that's little shit, though. But I took all those the MacBook minis and shit like that, $600 a pop and shit, made a bag off that shit. Like, I was always scheming and scamming and shit like that. Like, I was always thinking so far advanced and shit. Yeah, it was for the wrong things or whatever. It wasn't for the right things, but I was thinking so far advanced at 15, 16 years old. where I was able to check a bag back when I was 16. I was walking around with $20,000, $30,000, you know, saving my money and shit like that. Cause like I said, I'm living with moms and them and shit like that, so I ain't really spending shit. You know what I'm saying? I got $40,000. I got $50,000. Bro, I got all the way up to, no lie, no cap, right? I got all the way up to about $63,000. That's the highest I ever had at one given time, was $63,000. From all the little scamming ass shit that I was doing, from you know, doing that one little lick right there. You heard my man talk about, you know, seeing the whole little you know, the DVD flips and how we was burning off the DVDs and getting the movies and shit like that. We were selling that shit. Like, it was so many licks that I was doing back then in 2007. So many licks. Never sold drugs a day in my life. Never. And the only motherfuckers that knew what I had going on was the motherfuckers that I truly fuck with. And there was a lot of motherfuckers that I kicked it with or whatever. And, you know, I still, you know, when I see them today and stuff like that, it's all love and stuff like that or whatever. But, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it was only a handful of motherfuckers that knew this shit. And this one person right here, my boy Dominique, like, that was my dog. We made a lot of money together. That was my boy right there. Like, we made a lot of money together. Like, I don't want to say too much about him because now, you know, he's somewhat married. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, he got kids and stuff. I don't want, you know, I don't know because we haven't talked and shit, so I don't know what he wants me to, like, say or whatever. So I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, me and him, though, we was thugging, bro. That was my dog right there. That was my dog right there. Like, bro, like, motherfuckers will check a bag real quick, have a pocket full of money, right? Go all the way out to the south suburbs to motherfucking Calumet City, go to River Oaks and shit, buy out the mall and shit, right? Buy out, you know, get Jordans, get Forces, get motherfucking, what's the other shit that we was wearing back then? Y'all remember those Recreations, those one shoes? We was wearing Recreations and shit like that. Like, we was buying all that shit. Then come back our way and shit like that, right? Like, we was fucking up the streets and motherfuckers didn't even know about it. Like, we kept it so low key and shit like that. Motherfuckers never knew about it. Never got in trouble with the law, nothing like that. Like, we was doing our thing, bro. We was doing our motherfucking thing.
With the Kenwood, nigga. What you know about that shit, nigga? We been doing this shit, nigga. Ice cream man.
Like, this is, bro, I'm so into myself. You gotta realize, right? At this point in time, right, you gotta realize I probably got about $10,000, $15,000 in my pocket. I'm feeling good, bro. I'm 16 years old with about $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in my pocket. I'm feeling good, bro. I'm talking, man. Man, bro. Hey, man, I always found a way, man. You know what I'm saying? Real hustlers is always going to find a way, man. I'm just glad that I still got these videos, so when I tell these stories, everything can line up. You know, I'm not telling you a story where I want you to believe me and I don't got no visuals or no photos, nothing like that. Everything that I said, it lines up. You know what I'm saying? I went out $35,000. I think it was like 32. Like, after taxes and sale taxes and all that shit, I think it was like 32 or something like that. I don't know. I might be wrong. It might be cheaper than that. It was cheaper than that because you got to think about it. This is 2007. But Toyota Camry, you know what I'm saying? LS, fully loaded. Got that bitch. Bought it off the lot. We own this bitch. We gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, bought that bitch. And we was out there riding around and shit like that. Man, nobody couldn't tell us shit back then, bro. Nobody couldn't tell me shit. Nobody couldn't tell bro shit. Like, we was doing that shit, bro.
With the ice cream, man. Hold up.
Look at me. Look at me.
Back, man, Dale, man, used to play b-ball. So we wouldn't even fucking with y'all. But we wouldn't even call.
Boy, I was young as hell, bro. I was 16 in this photo, bro. In this video, I was 16, bro. Living it up. I had my little Canon Power Shot. That bitch was like $200. Like, bro. Man. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker kept fresh and shit like that. Like, man, I was real fucking the streets up, bro.
The first young nigga in the hood with a stand of bowl. We used to hit the high school niggas, scoop up hoes. Older niggas hating y'all when this ain't good. And the 212s in the trunk with the Kenwood, nigga.
Let me see. Can we see the miles on that bitch? To let y'all know this motherfucker was brand new. Can I see the miles on this bitch? Let me see. Let y'all know this bitch was somewhat brand new. I can't see it. I can't see it. It looked like it says 7,900. It looked like it says 7,900. So you gotta think about it. That's a brand new car right there. When I bought that bitch had like 20, 30 miles on that bitch. You know, 7,900, that ain't shit to do in a year, especially when you're young and dumb and full of bubblegum, you just riding around doing nothing all day. You know, 7,900, 8,000 miles, that ain't shit to do in a year. That's what it looked like it said right there. I could be lying, but that's what it looked like it said right there. You know what I'm saying? But this was a brand new car. Just, bro, we was outside, bro. I was outside, bro.
Ice cream man. I was posted on the corner with the ice cream man.
Like I said, my nigga, Chicago, the best motherfucking city in the world. Fuck with it. Hold up.
No, facts, bro. Facts, bro. Facts, bro.
You say for the camera, folks?
Solid nigga. Get money, take money. Go ahead, kill.
Hey, I love my boy Dominique, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wish our relationship would have went better and shit like that. I still love him, though. You know what I'm saying? My boy Dominique, bro, he was one of the coolest dudes ever, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that he hung out with was, you know, people that I didn't really hang out with. But the people I hung out with was people that he didn't hang out with. But me and him, we came together, though. Because we had a common camaraderie, right? We was in the same class with each other and shit like that. So we always spent so much time with each other in school and stuff like that or whatever. So we was on the same type of mindset. Like I said, I don't want to say too much because, like I said, you know, his life then changed 360. So I don't know what he wants me to say and what not to say and stuff like that about his past or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to leave it at that. But anybody that knows bro as, they know how he was rocking. And I was on the same type of shit. And me and him was 1 and 2 with each other. Me and him was 1 and 2 with each other. This is, you know, during the time that, you know, I'm already friends with my boy Lil Rick and shit. Like, we already cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, you know, I'm with my boy Dominique, though. This is my dog right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing everything together. Everything. Scamming, you know, bitch. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You gotta say for the camera, folks?
Solid nigga. Get money, take money. Go ahead, kill, take money.
Hell, folks. Like I said, y'all, Chicago the best motherfucking city in the world, boy. Fuck with it. Ain't nobody fucking with us, Joe.
Nah, this is that shit, though. This is that shit, though.
Get your motherfucking
I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Two for the low, 17.5, and right, it's gonna snow. Roll a million back, 20 jumps for the phone. Real song, man, my friends for the O. Ain't living to a G, niggas be bold.
All you gotta do is roll. Nigga, I'm a boss. I ain't even got a flaws. That's a long as long, but I'm home a meal. Niggas stay fresh, nigga. Stay fresh with the new shoes, new pants, new fits, everything, nigga. Fuck with them. Fuck with them, nigga. Riding clean, nigga. 08 shit, nigga. Boy, I got that crack, man. It's your motherfucking mouth, right, nigga? Yeah, stay on this one right here. As soon as you can. Stand the fuck up, nigga. Stand the fuck.
Damn, that shit ended on my ass though. I had to piss real quick, but no, though that's how it was back then, though, man. Like, man, it's only two people, right, that I truly made like money out here in the streets and shit like that, right? And that's my boy Dominique, and that's my boy James. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy James, man. You know what I'm saying? He recently got released and shit like that from doing, you know what I'm saying, whatever he had going on and shit like that. Them are like the only two motherfuckers that I truly made money with out here in the streets. Everybody else, like, I never made no money with them. So, like, when certain motherfuckers, if it ever comes to a time, it hasn't came yet, but if it ever comes to a time where a motherfucker be like, man, you know, Fly, you know, not saying Fly, but my real name or whatever, right? Man, he woo, bro. I never made no money with you. I only made money with two motherfuckers in the streets. The only reason why you into it with me is because over a bitch, but you don't want to tell that type of story though because it sound goofy, it sound lame. So you gonna try to misconstrue it and stuff like that and say that it was because of this and because of that. I only made money with two niggas off the streets. Everybody else, I know you niggas because of bitches. That's the only reason why I know you. Because of bitches. I don't know you because of no other reason. I know you because of a bitch. That's it. I'm just keeping it all the way trill, keeping it all the way funky. That's the only reason why I know you, because of a bitch. I ain't make no money with you. I wasn't out here, you know what I'm saying, doing, you know, no, it wasn't that. The fuck is we talking about? Let's keep it all the way trill around this bitch. But I'm glad that I got that video still, though. I'm definitely glad I still got that video, though. And look, that video came out February 2nd, 2009, but I'm sure when we shot that video, though, that was probably 2008 and shit like that, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, though, that shit was way back then, though. No lies in my raps. No lies in my raps. I keep everything real around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in school, bro, I used to have the camera, bro, like, bro, and I'm surprised motherfuckers be looking at it like, I'm surprised people be looking at it crazy today that, damn, I ain't know you be on YouTube like that, woo, and stuff like that. Like, I've been on YouTube. I've been making videos on YouTube. This is nothing new right here. I've been making videos on YouTube since 2008. Look, you see it right there. December 13th, 2008. I've been making videos on YouTube. This ain't nothing new. I've been on this bitch. So when I show motherfuckers certain things and certain analytics or certain numbers or blah, blah, blah and all that old shit, I've been on this bitch. I didn't get on YouTube 5 years ago. I didn't get on YouTube 10 years ago. I got on YouTube 18 years ago, 2008, when I was still in high school. That's when I got on YouTube. Like, come on now, shorty. The only thing different about it is that, you know, it just took into recent time, you know, like the last 5 years or so, something like that, where it started like to pay off, where a motherfucker didn't have to work a job no more. Because I make enough money off of YouTube where I ain't got to work a job no more. And that's being gracious right there, saying 5 years ago. Cause I'm a stubborn motherfucker. Like I like money. So like even when I was making like even like 5 years ago, right? I was making like just to give y'all a number real quick. I was making like I don't know, maybe like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, stuff like that. I told myself, right, and this is just to give y'all a hard like point of view of like where my mindset is, right? I told myself that once I'm making $10,000 or more off of the internet and I'm able to make that consistently, that's when I will stop working. And I haven't worked a job since like 2022, maybe 2023. Yeah, like 2022, 2023. And I told myself, like, once I make $10,000 or more and I can make that consistently month after month after month after month, that's when I will stop working. So that should give you a good little insight of like how much money I make per month, how much money I make per year, blah, 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 and all that old shit. Like, that's how I looked at it. Like, everything is a number games with me, bro. Everything is a number game with me. Everything is a number game with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad that I got all these videos to like just show that shit. Like, videos that motherfuckers probably never seen or ain't seen in years and shit like that. Like, I still got all these bitches. Like, this shit right here. Look at this. Like, this shit super old right here.
It's my brother David G, a.k.a. known as D-Boy. This my nigga Rick Lord. My nigga Wise doing the camera and shit. Shout out to all my dip niggas. We been out here since we was shorties, niggas. 6 and 7 still in bikes and shit. Bad motherfucker. You ain't wanna fuck with us, dog. Tell you the truth, you don't wanna fuck with us now, but it don't matter. He finna give you a couple bars, I'm gonna give you a couple bars, then we gonna call it a day. Go ahead and let my nigga D-Boy get it though, so you know what I'm saying? Let's get it in. I ain't got the most money, but the K do well. I'm sleeping with Betty Crocker, so the sales do well. 100% behind my product, I believe in what I sell. If you don't like the way it looks, then believe in how it smells.
Bro.
Don't gotta wear it out. I got my eyes for the scale. 10% of $500,000 when I put up my niggas' bail. It's like getting a grade in lunch, dog. It's kind of hard to fail. What I make every day varies, so it's kind of hard to tell. White ones, white tea, I'm fresh in the air hardy. Put enough niggas to sleep to have my own slumber party. Enough green for Iceland, enough white to cancel school. Keep an A-ball in my pocket, you could call it playing pool. Got a dark-skinned wife and a red-bone mistress. Smoke my shit on Halloween and you'll be high till Christmas. I hustle from when the sky blue until that bitch go black. And my birthday at the end of April, so I pushed the Maybach. Hey,
Nigga.
look at him. You know what I'm saying? That was hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying this shit. I ain't probably as cold as day, but I'm gonna try, you know what I'm saying? Little razzle down.
He said a little razzle dazzle.
Nigga, Rick's so on, he can never be off. I heard them niggas talking shit, so I'ma take their face off. Chopper hit you in your guts and it's taking your ribs off. You ain't heard about the boy, he got his own butcher house. I pop up shots like automatic rockets. Everybody know Rick stay with a fat pocket. Money so long, I ain't gonna never run out. Nigga, my Ruger so big, I put holes in your house. When you playing with my money, you playing with your life, bitch. Keep on playing, I'ma give you what you want, bitch. You don't wanna do it, so I'ma have to give it to him. Pop the chopper off so the nigga had to get it to him, bitch.
And I'm gonna tell y'all why we did this shit, right? So like, this shit is like 2008, right? We was big back then. We was big into the Smack DVD ass shit, and a lot of Smack DVD ass shit was getting posted onto YouTube. You gotta realize something. This is the early days of YouTube. Like, this is 2008. YouTube only been around since late 2005. So you talking about 2006, 2007, 2008. So this is early YouTube shit. This ain't like what YouTube is today, where it's just tons and tons of content where your mind would get overloaded because of all the shit. It was like simple shit that you only can see on YouTube. We used to always see all the Smack DVD shit on there. All the Murder Mook, Young Hot, Reed Dollars, who else? What's my boy's name? Young Miles. You know, all those Smack DVD motherfuckers that was doing all the battle rapping and shit like that. That's all we watched all day. And like, you know, we young and shit like that, so you know, I'm spending night at motherfuckers' houses, motherfuckers spending night at my house. Like, this is my house. This is where I lived at right here, right? So motherfuckers spending that at my house. I'm spending that at motherfuckers. That's all we watched all day was just YouTube shit. And then, you know, motherfuckers knew I had the camera and shit like that. So they're like, fuck it. Let's make a video real quick. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Put a little rap together and shit like that. Let's make a video real quick and just see what happens, right? We did that shit way back then. And let me show y'all some real, like, crazy ass shit, right? Let me show y'all some real crazy ass shit. Like, a lot of you motherfuckers, like, bro, if y'all knew how this shit went, gang, if y'all knew how this shit went, gang, like, motherfuckers was back here checking a motherfucking bag, right? So, like, back then we doing that shit, right? And I had a lot of videos back then, right? Like, I had the rap videos that motherfuckers was doing and shit like that, woo-woo. I had the school videos and shit like that, like motherfuckers just walking around in school and shit. I had the boxing videos back then and shit like that. Like, I had all that shit, right? So, an individual that I feel like is very highly respected from Chicago, right, hit me up and shit like that, or whatever the case may be, right? And it's crazy, right? Because he knew my older brother, but he didn't know me. But once he knew me, it was like, oh, bro, I seen you on YouTube and shit like that. I'm trying to do the YouTube shit and stuff like that. That's when he started fucking with me. Let me show y'all something real quick that's going to blow your motherfucking mind, right? How do I go to subscribers? Subscribers. All subscribers. Let me show y'all something real quick. All subscribers. Lifetime. All right, let me show y'all something real quick. Look at this real quick. Look at this real quick, right? Y'all see that right there? Hey, Outlaw, you see that right there, gang? What that say right there, gang? What that say right there? December 25th, 2020, 2010. Who that is right there, gang? Who that is right there? See, Outlaw, my boy Outlaw is probably like the only one that's gonna know about that shit. Like a motherfucker that motherfuckers looked up to, bro, from Chicago and shit like that. Zach TV, RIP, rest in peace. He passed away in 2018 and shit like that. My boy was fucking with me way back then, bro. I been knowing Zach TV. I been knowing, bro. This is page right here. This is my shit right here. Look, I can close out of this shit. Like, if you motherfuckers think I'm lying, I can close out this shit. I can go right back to it. Boom, subscribers. All subscribers. Not 90 days, you gotta go to Lifetime. Zach TV 1. He been following me since 2010. And this is his real page, because I can click on it, right? Click on it. Real page. Real page. Like, bro, ain't no play in my motherfucking game, gang. Fuck is we talking about? Ain't no play in my motherfucking game, bro. Motherfuckers been fucking with me. You feel me? Like, see, this is shit that if I would have shared back then, maybe, you know, whatever, but I'm sharing it now because it's like, whatever. And look, I'm doing this shit. I don't want to get no fame, no publicity off of this shit. But I'm letting y'all know, like, how this shit really rock, bro. Like, don't ever think that I'm an individual that's lying about anything. I don't gain nothing from lying about anything. If I want to lie, I'll lie to a bitch. I'm not from lie to you niggas, because half the time the only person that's gonna see this shit is the bunch of niggas. So I don't gain shit from lying to y'all. But Zach TV, man, my boy been rocking out with me, man, since 2010, man. I've been knowing him. I showed Zach TV because he knew my older brothers and shit like that, and he wanted to jump onto YouTube and shit like that. Or what? I showed him what camera to get. I told him how to do this and how to do that and shit, because I've been on there already. Not taking nothing away from him. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But I told him, like, because he knew I've been on there already. You know, Zach didn't start doing YouTube until, like, you know, kind of like that 2010, 2011 era and shit like that. But I already been on there. I've been on YouTube since 2008. So he hit me up plenty of times like, bro, and shit like that. Because you got to think about it, YouTube at that particular time was totally different than what it is now. And I told him how to, you know, navigate, how to do this, how to do that, blah, 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 shit like that. And once he got the formula and shit like that, he ran off with it, as he should. He ran off with it and went crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? As he should. But I got to point that out, though. Like, my boy Zach, though, man, he been fucking with me, man, since 2010, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, an individual that, everybody, I mean everybody, then sat there and watched one of his videos when it comes to some Chicago content of drill rap and blah, blah, blah and shit like that. Everybody didn't fuck with him when it comes to his content. He been subscribed to me, to my page since 2010. RP my boy and shit like that. And that's my dog right there, man. That's my dog right there. But I had to show that one right there. Like, one thing about me, I never wanted motherfuckers to think that I'm lying about some shit or trying to make shit sound more far-fetched than what it is and shit like that. Like, I don't gain shit from lying to y'all. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, I just keep it all the way trill and all the way funky. Either you gonna believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I already know how this shit goes. Ain't like, you know what I'm saying, bitches is gonna be impressed by this shit. And that's the only thing that I'm trying to impress out here is a couple bitches. I ain't trying to impress you niggas. Y'all are gonna be the only ones that's gonna be impressed by this shit. So I ain't doing it for y'all. But like, I had to show motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying? My boy Zach, man, he been fucking with me since then. I made a video already talking about that situation. And I had it on one of my other pages and shit like that. But I'm probably gonna post this right here and talk about this before I can post it on like Facebook and all that shit. But like, Zach been fucking with me since 2010, man. Like, I've been knowing bro. I've been knowing big bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my boy right there, man. Like, he didn't help me out and bought shit for me and gave me equipment and shit like that he wasn't using no more and shit like that. Like, he did all that shit for me. He did all that shit. Came over, like I said, he knows my older brothers and shit. You know, Outlaw, you know my older brothers, right? You know, he knows my older brothers and shit like that. So that's how we kind of know each other and shit like that or whatever. So that's why we've been locked in since like you see, since 2010. We've been locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit, man. Real fucking shit. For real. Like, motherfuckers been rocked in with motherfuckers, man. For real, man. Keep it all the way trill, motherfuckers. That was my dog right there, man. That was my boy right there. And it's fucked up, like, we never took no picture with each other, because, you know, when you know a motherfucker, it's like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But, like, we been rocked in since 2010, though, because he seen how I was moving and shit like that. Like, he liked my videos, man. Like, I see you got the boxing videos, you got you riding around and shit like that. Like, I had a lot more videos than what I got now. A couple videos I deleted, and I wish I never deleted them bitches. But I had a lot more videos than what I had now. But I had videos of me in Cabrini Greens. We in the buildings and shit like that. I had videos of me in the Ickies and shit like that. I deleted them and shit. I had videos of me in the Dearborns before they remodeled them bitches and shit like that. I ended up deleting them bitches. Like, I had a whole bunch of other videos. I had videos of me going to Leon's when Leon's used to be on I think Leon's used to be on 59th and Racine. I want to say Leon's used to be on 59th Racine. Now they on 63rd. They're on 63rd now, but back then they used to be on like 59th and Racine, I want to say. It was somewhere around there. But I had videos of me going to Leon's and shit like that, or whatever the case may be. Like, I got all that shit, bro. But I ended up deleting that shit on some goof ass shit. Before I knew like, you know, if I don't want a video to be on there, that's private, that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's private and shit like that. But I had a whole bunch of other videos on that bitch. He walked through everybody's hood with no problem. Like, facts though, man. Zach was my boy, man. Like, that was my boy right there. Like, me and him, bro, like, we bounced off a lot of ideas off of each other. And it's crazy that he fuck with me, because like I said, he a couple years older than me and shit like that, but like, he fuck with me because he knew that I been on this YouTube shit. Like, I been had videos going viral on YouTube way back in 2008, 2009, 2010. I had videos going viral and shit like that. So he fucking me off of that strength. And plus, he knew my older brothers and shit like that. Because, you know, Zach, he from the hundreds and shit like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My older brothers, they, you know what I'm saying? So he fucking me off of that strength too as well and stuff, man. But like, we used to bounce a lot of ideas off each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to like really brainstorm and shit. And the only thing that made different between him and me, I was making videos crazy on YouTube from 2008 to about 2011 and maybe 2010. And then I kind of stopped. And I didn't get back onto YouTube and really going crazy on YouTube until like 2017. And then I've been going crazy on YouTube ever since. You know, I've been making video at least in some type of form of fashion on some type of page every single day since 2017, right? But back then though, once he got the juice, he went and he left. And he went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my dog right there, man. That was my dog right there, man. That was my motherfucking boy right there, man. So a lot of motherfuckers don't know this shit, man. I don't tell a lot of people about this shit, man, but I always got to, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while, you got to show this shit, man. Like, bro, Zach TV follows me on YouTube. You know, I click on his page, it goes right to his page. Zach TV follows me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a neighborhood hero right there. That's a neighborhood hero right there. For real. That's a neighborhood hero right there. That's my dog right there. For real, man. But like, yeah, man, like this internet YouTube shit, man, like I've been doing this shit for so long, bro. Like it's just crazy when I sit back and like look at some of these old ass videos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to see this shit, bro. Like how long I really been on this bitch, really doing this shit, bro. Like, especially when it comes to, like, the stories that I got behind the videos and stuff like that. Like, that's what makes it even better. Like, every video I can look at and be like, oh, I got a story about that. I got a story about that. I got a story about that. Like, here's a prime example right here, right? Like, I stopped making videos, like, way back then, right? 2009, 2011, you got a couple little videos. 2012, you got a couple videos, nothing crazy. 2013, you got a couple videos, right? Like this video right here, 2013. And then look, 4-year jump. When I finally came back to YouTube and started making videos on a regular basis, 2017 is when I finally came back to YouTube and started making videos on a regular basis. And then you start seeing 17. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just keeps on going. There's a whole bunch of 17. Like, that's when I came back to YouTube and really started making videos a lot. Y'all remember this song right here? Look, check this out. Let me see. Y'all remember this shit right here? Me and my boy D-Boy made? Look, check this out real quick. This was that shit right here.
This is a BJ Productions.
Let's get it. Your nation. I coolin' with my niggas. Gonna get this paper. Your nation, we winning. Ain't second guessing. Popping all these bottles. Fucking all these models. On the road to riches. Man, it is amazing. It's 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 amazing. Motion pictures, movie. Might as well be on Cinemax. Watching how I get this cheese. I ain't never coming back. Switching up my lane again. Louis V, them dosages. Dose Vannas on my eyes. I can't even see you niggas. Turned up with Molly. Got them hoes off Molly. Drinking all this liquor. I swear to God, I'm drowning. I ain't trusting no nigga. I don't fuck with new niggas. All I fuck with the real niggas. Young niggas, them true niggas. All I do is chase money. Got my hands itching for it. I can't never go to sleep. Up 24, serving fiends. Gotta do it super big. Man, I keep it too straight. Bad bitches love me. They wanna make a movie. Coolin' with my niggas. Gonna get this paper. Your nation, we winning. Ain't second guessing. Popping all these bottles. Fucking all these models. On the road to riches. Man, it is amazing. It's 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 amazing.
Making our own lane. And I love the way they yearn. Hoes love my team. And they got it on their shirt. Young nation, we work. Paper chasing come first. Got a couple chicks with a couple chicks, and they do more than flirt. Be coolin' with my niggas. My chain on and my tat showing. Yo, girl with us, then you can trust like a vacation. That bitch gone. Whole clip full of riders. That Swiss is sweet and that mild free. Fresh tail like a new car smell. And we do this shit 7 days a week. Yo, niggas weak, my girl a freak. Got my name tatted on both cheeks. I'm do or die, so it's suicide. If a nigga wanna get in arms reach, ain't no hoes we saving, make a bitch kiss the pavement. It's YN, stop hating. This life is so amazing.
Coolin' with my niggas, gonna get this paper. Yerk Nation, we winning. Ain't second guessing. Popping all these bottles, fucking all these models. On the road to riches, man, it is amazing. It's 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 amazing.
Trapaholics, real trap shit.
The Chicago nigga.
Coolin' with my niggas, gonna get this paper. Yerk Nation, we winning. Ain't a second guessing. Popping all these bottles, fucking all these models. On the road to riches, man, it is amazing.
Like, bro, we was back there, bro. We was making music and shit, gang. Like, bro, we could have had the streets so sold up, bro. Like, we was making music, bro. The music shit, that's a whole nother story in itself, bro. Like, I sat there, bro, and I don't like to give all credit to myself, because, like, motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying, did their part and shit like that, right? But, like, I sat there, bro, and watched millions upon millions of YouTube videos to figure out how to do that shit. How to work Fruity Loops, how to work FL Studio, how to work Logitech, because I had bought me a MacBook and shit like that. I figured out how to do all that shit, bro. Bought me the keyboard, bought me the microphone. We sitting down there recording and shit like that. Like, bro, that shit was just fucking crazy. Like, yeah, it didn't go nowhere, but, like, we was able to make those songs, though. Like, that shit was just crazy. Like, damn, we did that. Like, we did that shit, bro. Like, I'm making beats and shit. Like, we did that shit, bro. Like, that shit was just wild for me to, like, the father, bro. Like, damn, it's like, it's truthfully, bro, like, when I sit back and think about it now from an older age and older perspective, right? I sit there and think about, like, damn, it's truly about what people be saying, like, what you put your mind to and really go hard in and give 110% and don't play with it, you can do whatever. Like, if you was to ask me to do that shit now, I couldn't do that shit. But I was able to sit there, think of a beat, put it together, make it sound good, sit there and think of a hook, like, you know what I'm saying, sing that shit, rap that shit, whatever. Like, we was able to do that shit. And I'm like, that shit's just crazy to think of now, you know, looking at this shit. Because all this shit is from, like, 2012, 2013. So you talking about a decade and a half ago. It's just crazy to think about that shit. Like, damn, we was doing all that shit, bro. Like, all these videos, bro, we did this shit. Like, this song right here, Yerk, we did it. Yerk, we do it. That was a song that, you know what I'm saying, David Davis, Lil Rick, and Tune, they all jump on that song and stuff like that or whatever. But, like, I made the beat, I recorded the shit and stuff like that, put that shit all together and stuff like that. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, damn, we put that shit together? Like, how the fuck we do that? You feel me? Like,
Yerk Nation, nigga.
I did this. I made this. Like, look at this shit.
Respect.
Like, we put this shit together.
We started this shit, nigga. We ain't new to this. We been doing this shit, nigga. Yerk, we do it. Yerk, we do it. Yerk, we do it. Yerk.
Like, I had the ear to sit there and be like, okay, I need your levels to be this high. I need these levels to be this high. I need these levels to be this low. You know what I'm saying? I need the ad-libs to be this quiet. I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to sit there and listen to that shit and be like, okay, I need this to be this volume. I need this to be that volume. I need this to, like, that shit just crazy to sit back and think about. Like, bro, if you was to ask me to do this shit now, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But, like, everything that I put my mind to, bro, I excel in because I really wanted to be the best at it. That's why I tell people, like, when it comes to NASCAR and racing, Nobody is better than me when it comes to NASCAR and racing because I truly love that shit. Anything that I truly put passion into, bro, I excel in that shit. So you can't tell me shit about no NASCAR because I know it all. You feel me? I was able to do this shit.
I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending shots, but the truth hurts. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending shots, but the truth hurts. Yeah, I do it. Your chick, a groupie, she on and off my two legs. I'm trying to shoot a movie. I keep my niggas with me. I keep our hoes around me. I'm from the top of the map, and the town is where they found me. Dion on my feet, Jesus on my neck. 2 Tech 9, now that's a double tech. They all want in, a bunch of sucker niggas. Dirt Nation only, fuck you niggas. I'm riding dirty, you riding clean. Got that white girl with me on my Charlie Sheen. When it's wartime, you better pick a side. All I say is yerp, and my niggas ride. Yerp, we do it. Yerp, we do it. Yerp, we do it. Yerp, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on
Facts,
first.
bro. We was
I
making
ain't
hits in
sending
everybody's
shots,
basement.
but the truth
Facts, bro.
hurts. Yerp, we do it. Yerp, we do it. Yerp, we do it. Yerp, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending
This
shots,
Chicago,
but the
nigga.
truth hurts. Yeah, we flex, freak, finesse, killing shit, asthma attack, smoking on that la-la, just to keep me mellow. Pretty bitches love me, all I say is hello. I'm a real nigga, and a true rebel. I can kill you fast, or even kill you slow-mo. Niggas talking shit, that's a fucking no-no. I be in the game, like my nigga Ocho. Yeah, I'm in the zone, like a 131 hoe. Tryna penetrate, you gon' catch an elbow. And I'm getting green, like a baby Rondo. And I keep a tool on me, and it's heavy metal. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending shots, but the truth hurts. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending shots, but the truth hurts. Then I swerve, I be in these streets like herbs. I'm up early with the birds. All my niggas chasing cheese. Got doubles like Mickey D's. Pulling bitches with ease. Chicago, we blowing trees. Bankroll in my pocket. Good plugs like sockets. Stop it, you can't so watch it. An astronaut high up rockets. Obvious I'm the man. No hoping I bet I can. Spin up in this club and turn up like ceiling fans. Europe, I say I do it. 4 or 6, I'ma screw it. No chaser up in my fluid. I'm leaning and feeling stupid. Turned up to the max, cause we was on first. And I ain't sending no shots, it's just that the truth hurts. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending shots, but the truth hurts. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. I ain't talking shit, but we was on first. I ain't sending shots, but the truth hurts.
Like these days right here, bro, like I'll see here like on some like solo ass shit, not even being live, right? But I'll just see here on some solo ass shit and just look at these days like, damn, I did that. Damn, we did that. Damn, we went here. Damn, we did that. Like, bro, like back in the day, bro, life was crazy, bro. Like truly living life every day, just, you know what I'm saying, in the moment and shit. Like, you gotta realize now, right? Like, you know, nowadays, you know what I'm saying, I got a kid and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't put myself first no more and none like that. You know what I'm saying? But back in these days, even when I had my kid, I ain't gonna act like I was perfect and shit like that. I ain't the best father in the world. I ain't the most perfect father in the world. I keep it funky, right? I was still doing my thing and shit like that. But the older I got, you know what I'm saying, I got more into my mind and be like, no, it's not about me. It's about him. It's about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me stop thinking like that or whatever, right? But back in these days, bro, like, bro, motherfuckers was just living life, bro. Like, we was doing it all, bro. Like, we was scamming. We was getting money. We was making videos. We was rapping. We was the most flyest, you know, what's popping ass motherfuckers in school and shit like that. All the bitches knew us and shit like that. Like, we was all that, bro. Like, we was living it up. We was living it up, bro. Like, yeah, just imagine if you still have that MacBook, all the music that was on there. I got rid of that MacBook. I'm gonna keep it all the way true with you. I'll tell you a quick little story, right? I got rid of that MacBook in 2020. I sold it to who did I sell it to? I sold it to Nico. You know who Nico is. I sold it to Nico for $100. I had all the music and all that shit off that shit, right? Like, if I wanted to, I could put all those files onto this bad boy right here, right? I had all that shit, right? But it's like, that shit was so goddamn old, though. Like, we did that shit way back in 2012, 2013, so it's like, whatever about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit. But I had all that shit, though. Like, check this out real quick. I had all that shit, man. Like, I kept the... I could have went so many directions with certain shit, bro. It's shit crazy, bro. It's shit crazy how many directions I could have went with shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers back there getting money. Motherfuckers doing their thing. Motherfuckers fucking bitches. Like, man, motherfuckers was living it up, bro.